guys, it's your girl Christina. Welcome back to my channel, Cuddles by Christina. Hope everyone is having a good day. Happy Friday. We made it. It's been a crazy week here. I don't know about you guys. But yeah, so I hope everyone had a fun Halloween. I haven't posted in a little bit, but I really wanted to hop on and just do a little chat. Not a change in chat. I'm not changing these little ones, but I wanted to show and discuss my vintage Madame Alexander dolls. So I was helping my mom a couple weeks ago cleaning out my childhood bedroom for her garage sale. And, you know, there was still a lot of stuff of mine that I just haven't moved over, you know, just has been kind of staying in my room. And so I was going through like what I could part with, what I couldn't. And I found these from when I was probably like 7 or 8. And I loved these babies. So I cleaned them up as best they could. They're in pretty good shape for their age. But I just thought they were so gorgeous. So look at these eyes that, well, it's hard to see on camera when they open and close, but yeah, you see. So this was my first doll. I'm in her pretty blue dress. She used to have a cry mechanism. I think she made noise if you moved her, but that's long gone. So I really don't know much about her, like where she was actually purchased from, a certificate or anything. I don't know if she was that common. And then I have this little beauty in like a christening gown. And I do remember when I got her, because it was actually my baby brother's christening. So I remember my little brother's 7 years younger than me. And one of my uncles got me a doll when my brother was christened, so I wouldn't feel left out, which I thought was so sweet. But just look at this gown. I'm going to try to show a little detail. Sorry if the lighting isn't the best. And the gown, I don't know how I would even clean this gown, to be honest. Other than just, you know, kind of wiping down with a wet rag or something like that. But how sweet is that? And this little bolero jacket does come off. It does come off her. So she does have, you know, a cloth body. Of course, I'm not going to completely undress her. Now, she did have a bonnet originally. I remember that. And I actually came across this photo of me holding this baby. Are you ready for this? Guys, so this is my sister choking me while I'm holding that baby. I'm sorry, is that not hysterical? And you can see my other babies on my bed. So it's my older sister, who's probably like 10 or 11. And there's my little baby. So when I found these dolls, it just cracked me up. It just brought back those memories. So I don't know where her bonnet is. But it just got me, you know, thinking about like other, you know, childhood dolls and all the nostalgia. This time of year just always makes me feel nostalgic, you know, even though the weather doesn't really change here in Florida. It just out, you know, October, November, December, it's just a time I feel for like really reflection, and it just brought back all these memories. Excuse me, guys. Allergies are horrible. But yeah, but it got me thinking like about other dolls that like, I was really big into Cabbage Patch Kids. Of course, I'm a late 80s, early 90s baby. And Barbies and everything. But honestly, I really didn't hang on to too many of my childhood dolls. I did, you know, sell or donate a lot of my Cabbage Patch and play dolls. You know, I really didn't hang on to them, you know, except for these two, Madame Alexander, and, you know, maybe a couple more. And it just got me to thinking, like, do I wish I'd hung on to all of those childhood babies? And not really, to be honest, because I really wanted to make room for, you know, all my other babies who were on the bed. So yeah, definitely, as you can see, I was always a doll lover, from when I was a kid. But, I really didn't feel I needed all of my childhood dolls, except for just a select couple. So I don't know, do you guys feel like that? Did you hang on to all or most of your childhood toys? I still like a lot of my Beanie Babies, like those I still love to collect. But like my Barbies, like I don't have a single Barbie left. And I know a lot of you, still like to collect and display Barbies, which is awesome. Love that. That is just, I don't know, that's just not me anymore. That just wasn't my collecting style. I don't know. I just moved on to, baby dolls instead of Barbie, which is great, which is why there's all kinds of dolls for, all of us who love different things. And it just also got me thinking, why personally I collect dolls, and it's not necessarily for the realism. Like, obviously these are not, hyper realistic babies. They're baby dolls, but to me they're so beautiful. And that's all it comes down to, guys. Just like, I just love a beautiful, cute little face. And, they don't have to be hyper realistic. Sorry, my battery was low and it cut off. Yeah, they don't have to be hyper realistic to make it into my collection. I love a variety, factory made, artist dolls, the whole bit. So I am glad I kept these, from my childhood. Oh, by the way, her name is Victoria and her name is Veronica. So yeah, it says somewhere on her back, or on her neck, Victoria, but I wasn't going to name them both Victoria. But I just thought those were fitting, vintage names for vintage dolls. So like on a lot of my childhood dolls, like I noticed on eBay, it's a big thing now with dolls from like the early mid 90s, you can buy and, replace if it was something you missed from your childhood. But, I'm kind of good with how my collection is now, with mostly newer dolls and just keeping a select ones from my childhood. So that's kind of it. I just wanted to pop on, share a fun little memory, walk down memory lane and talk about childhood. So yeah, so I'm not sure where I'm going to put these little cuties yet. Because as you can see, there is not a lot of room left in my nursery. So we'll see how that goes. Excuse me, guys. This is why I also haven't been making videos. Trying to get rid of whatever bronchial stuff is going on here. But yeah, so I think, whatever dolls made you a doll lover, when you were a kid, I think just the feeling we got of just the nurturing, just holding them, playing, I think that matters more than like the actual doll for the most part. Of course we all had, our favorite special dolls, as little girls, I'm sure. And, like, would I love to have room for, Cabbage Patch Kids? And yeah, if I went to the nursery in Atlanta, I'd probably buy a new Cabbage Patch Kid, going to the Baby General, which is awesome. But yeah, just kind of a different style of collecting that I turned to. So I thought these were just really sweet, really precious. And I hope you enjoyed meeting these two little vintage beauties. So anyway, so that's about it for now, guys. I hope everyone has a great weekend. I hope everyone stays healthy, and if you're not having the greatest of days, hang in there. It's one bad day, not a bad life. I keep trying to tell myself that. And so yeah, if you have any, fun childhood doll memories, share them. I'd love to hear all about it. And until next time, guys, have a good night. Bye.